This week I'm going to talk about the announcement that Mr. António Osorio, the former chief executive of Lloyds Bank, is to receive a knighthood. The man behind the misery and the destruction of thousands of businesses, and more importantly, the concealment of the crimes at Lloyds Bank, is to receive such an accolade. Undoubtedly and understandably, there's an uproar amongst many of the victims, but that's expected, right? Because the committee that decided to elect him or promote him or propose him for such a title would have known about this, right? So who are these people? Let's talk about it. Has he crossed over to a side where he is an untouchable? As the Italian gangsters would say, he's a made man. Because surely if somebody is under a police investigation and also several inquiries involving high court judges, why would he receive such an honor? And also in the past, a former banker who was found to be destroying evidence, his name was Fred Goodwin, known as Fred the Shred, got stripped of his knighthood. So is it right that Mr. António Osorio should laud himself and be accepting of such an honor whilst the jury is still out? Surely we should put this on hold. The police and the Dobbs inquiry, I'm speaking to both of those. I'm providing evidence to both of those. And I can tell you that the evidence is more than compelling because we're fully engaged. After all, the bank have already tried to gag me before. So the journey hasn't been easy though. In these 10 years, even your closest friends, they think you're crazy. Taking on a bank? Who takes on a bank? A national institution that's been running for hundreds of years? How could they do such a thing? Please don't forget, 6 of these guys have already gone to jail. Why is it that the UK taxpayer has to always come to the rescue? Whether it be a private bank failing, the taxpayer has to weigh in, or these multinationals that base themselves in tax havens that trade in the UK, use British infrastructure and roads to trade and make their billions, don't want to pay British tax. Cameron, when he was Prime Minister, he was talking about the abolition of tax havens when his dad was a specialist in tax havens and Cameron was a beneficiary. Matt Hancock, he's got a 20% stake in giving away PPE contracts. Why is it? Why is it that there's this group of untouchables, such as António, that are off limits? And if you talk about them, you're either branded as a conspiracy theorist or worse, you could get whacked.